Okay. It says I'm live. I'm not sure what happened here. YouTube did change their thing. I don't really understand, because it used to be when you had to set up a stream, you would like create a new one or copy the previous settings. Now it just kind of like saves the previous settings. It doesn't give you the option to create a new one. I don't really like that. But we'll see. So, alright guys. So, I haven't done a stream in a while. That's kind of because the game is as far as the meta, like, it's a little bit disappointing. After the initial week, after the rental period was over, I feel like a lot of people reverted back to playing the same decks that they played the previous month. I haven't really gone up against Pale Moon that much, or DI, or even, I mean, occasionally there'll be someone playing Spectral Duke, but most of the time they're playing the regular Shadow Paladins. So, I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and play a round with Pale Moon. And then if I lose with Pale Moon... No, you know what? We're not going to play as Pale Moon. We've already played at Pale Moon a lot. We're going to play Spectral Duke. And then if we lose, we'll just try playing some other decks. I've already reached Legend 20. I don't really care to climb any further. So I'm just doing this for the VP at this point. I'm doing it for the VP. Maybe the gems. But in terms of what I've come across, it's a lot of I don't know, it's a lot of Narukami, there's a lot of Ezel, occasionally there's MLB, but not a whole lot. Occasionally there's Kagero. Quite a few VP farmers though, especially because it's double VP, so I guess this is the easy time to climb. Let's get that search. Get the Black Knight Vortimer, and then we're gonna put down... Just toss it. The last game I played that got me to the 4-win streak was against Narukami, and I beat him on the turn that I did my limit break with Spectral Duke. And then checked a crit. He had a PG, he PG'd, but only had one. He was at 4, PG, and he restand, and then swung again, and he died. So. The thing about Spectral Duke is you don't want to heal on the turn that you want to limit break, so that way you can afford to like swing suboptimally, so that you don't have the chance to heal. Like, you can put your opponent at 5 damage when you're at 4 damage, so that if you heal when you want it before the restand, you can whiff heal and still get the restand off. Alright, so 2 and 3. Let's see, do I want to give him a chance at VP? We'll give him a chance at VP. How about that? And I don't know, I've seen a lot of people play Spectral Duke so badly. Like, they don't know how to play the deck, so they go back and they play regular old like set 1 shadows or PBD and PBO, which is so boring at this point. Like, I don't know why you would put yourself through that if you have Spectral Duke. I mean, in my opinion, Spectral Duke is better. It's more chance-based. It's more luck-based than PBO, but it's just more fun. It's just more fun to just stand up with a critical, to restand with a crit, and it doesn't matter if they PG you. But the fix for the deck was to make Gigantech Destroyer the heal trigger, and Bot Hop card should be a 1 of. That fixes the problem that the deck had before. Alright, get rid of this. Okay. It's like 2s for days, apparently. Alright, so we're just gonna put this here. He can't really do anything anymore, so... because we have interceptors now. So we're just gonna do it this way, I guess. Every time he attacks me, he doesn't check a trigger, which means every time I attack him, he's more likely to check a trigger. That's why it's ending up... it ends up taking forever. But I don't know, I mean, honestly, this is the most fun the game has ever been, yet it's almost like it showed up a little bit too late, because we're over the edge now, where I think the game has lost its novelty. I don't even feel that incentivized to play it that much anymore, to be honest. The only reason why I've been playing it is because of Pale Moon, Spectral Duke, and then all the other decks that got support this month. I mean, next month, there'll be that initial burst of, like, Aqua Force, and then after that, it's like, I don't care. And then Ultimate Break, like, Season 2 finale, I honestly don't really care about that at all, so... Oh, whoops. Oh, I forgot to swap Nevin with Curse Lancer. Whoops. Oh, well. Would have pushed him to 5 this turn. Or, I mean, you know, like, pushed him for game this turn. But I've had no need to go back to playing the previous decks. The people who are saying like they only play the meta decks from last month, I don't really know why, because a lot of the newer ones are... the tempo is faster and they're more interesting, but they're not as consistent as the ones from the previous month. Like, for example, Reggie and Spectral Duke are way less consistent than like Set 1 DI, or Narukami, or Great Nature, or even Angel Feathers. Final time! The way he says that, it sounds like a dork. Curse Lancer just like that. Dekimashita. Alright, Ren. Alright, so he's got 5 wins. 5 wins. Doing good. 6,000 VP. Go again. Favorite deck so far, though, is definitely Lukie and Dreamy Fortress. That deck is so top tier right now. When played in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, aka someone like me, I mean, the deck looks amazing. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many people playing Ezel. If they're not playing Ezel, they're usually playing Narukami. Yeah, whatever. Just send all that trash back. Oh, what the? I didn't even realize this is Gold Duke versus Shadow Duke. He ain't even doing it right because it's Aichi playing Spectral Duke. It's like, nah, man, you gotta use Ren. You gotta go Shadow Duke because of that. All right, let me show you how it's done. Here we go. Scout of Darkness, Vodemir. Give me that Spectral Duke. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we don't have what's his name though, so that's a bummer. So in that case, just I guess throw this here, rush him down. We gotta do it. Gotta rush him down. We go crits. We gotta go hard quick. Oh, That's not what I wanted to see, but it's okay. This guy's either VP farming or he's stuck at grade 0. Based off of the way he passed the previous turn. Because he went first and he didn't ride up. So yeah, this guy's... Okay, whatever. You know, when I play as Spectral Duke, I always come across VP farmers. It's funny, when I play as Asuka, I have to, like, play against anything in the book. Like, MLB, whatever, all of them show up, they all get stomped in the end, but, you know... Like, Ren, he just gotta fight like a bunch of these guys. AFK spam. There goes that Persona Blast, but that's okay, we don't really care about that. That's not what this is about. Alright, we gotta ride Nevin. That's really, really bad. But that's okay, we got double Nevin. Ditch this guy. Because we got another one, obviously. Alright, we got another one. Alright, so that means we're gonna do this. Ditch another one. Alright, spick and span, we got it. Just gonna go with this. I gotta think this dude, this is only 13, so you gotta swing Vanguard second or next for the chance to hit. So, I mean, how's everybody doing? Anybody who's out there in the chat, I mean, we got 6 people watching. How is the state of the game for those that have been playing this season? I haven't really been playing this season. I just got Legend 20 earlier today. I needed to play, like... I ranked up twice. I was Legend 18 and went to Legend 19. Using Pale Moon and then Spectral Duke. I went 18 to 19 as Pale Moon, then 19 to 20 as Spectral Duke. I've just been playing as Spectral Duke ever since. This doesn't form proper columns, but it's okay. Hey Asterix, I saw your video about the state of the game, and yeah, I agree with you 100%. The game has lost its novelty. It's still fun, but I think they need to introduce alternative game modes. But this is the first season that, in a while, that I haven't actually done anything. I mean, like, I haven't tried to climb for a playset of the SP cards. Of the ranked reward cards. How am I doing? Well, the game... Okay, here's the weird thing. We're in a strange, like, era of the game where... Right now, the disappointing thing is the meta is the most diverse it's ever been. However, the problem is people are not really playing the game that much. I mean, they're not taking advantage of the new decks. They're all using the old cards. Like I come across people playing Ezel or MLB or Kagero or Narukami. Those are the most common ones. I rarely fight against someone using Pale Moon or Dark Irregulars or, you know, Battle Sisters. Basically, like, the first couple of days when the cards were new this month, people were using the rental system because the meta seemed so diverse, like the first few days or the first week. Then after that, I guess the novelty of the new cards wore off. People weren't able to use the rentals anymore. So all they did was go back to playing the decks from the previous month or even like 2 months back, like whether it's Old School Shadows or MLB Modified or, you know, like the N, Riser, all the boring stuff that isn't even interesting to play against anymore. And that just makes it so boring. Like, I've gotten a bunch of friend requests because I'm the one guy that, like, in a sea of, like, Ezels, MLBs, the N, Narukami. Like, if they come across me, I'm like the one guy playing Pale Moon, and I like show off all the combos on them and style on them, and then they send me a friend request because old cards are good enough. There were a lot of spikes, like, in the first week. Like, I haven't come across anyone playing Spike Brothers this week. Although, now granted, I haven't really been playing the game that much this week. I've only logged in, like, Asterix. I've done my daily, like, one character fight for the ticket, or one ranked fight for the ticket. And that's about it. And just playing without even really caring. Like, I just played as Pale Moon, and then Pale Moon just basically took me from, like, Legend 0... pretty much to Legend 15, somewhere around there. And I guess you could say the other 5 ranks were like a mix of Spectral Duke, Battle Sisters, you know, the stuff from the rental days, like Reggie and all that other stuff. Angel Feathers were in there at some point as well. Old cards are good enough. Old cards just seem really boring, though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I guess if someone's free to play and they don't have any of the newer decks completed. Although, now, here's the thing. People who wanted to play Pale Moon, the last couple of days were their days to pick the cards up if they were holding out for the pickup. Because now we're in Dark Irregulars. And I opened 10 packs today in hopes of pulling, like, a Reggie or a Chariot. And I pulled nothing. What I ended up pulling was, because I'm not going to waste too many packs on the raid up. I'll open like 10 for Dark Irregular, which I already did, and I'll open 10 for OTT, because that's the only other clan that I need cards for. But as you can see here, the only thing that I pulled today, or actually we go to card crafting, I pulled random gold paladin stuff that I didn't need. And that's the reason why I'm not going to waste more than like 10 packs on the raid up, because I ended up pulling, like, I'll show you guys what I pulled today. I pulled this. I never had this before. So I pulled the SP Nimue on a Dark Irregular raid up gotcha. I pulled this. I pulled a Angel Feather. I should have screenshotted it, but I forgot. I pulled another one of these. So a Pale Moon PG, or a Angel Feather PG that I didn't need. But it's okay, because it's crafting material, so whatever. And then I pulled, I'm trying to think. I pulled a... I think I pulled I know I pulled a Dindre, and I think I also pulled another one of these that I didn't need. I pulled a bunch of Gold Paladin stuff. I don't know why. The game likes to throw Gold Paladin cards at me all the time. Like, I only had one Vivian when she was brand new. I crafted a second one, and then, like, during the time when I was opening those 200 packs for the new cards for this month, I pulled, like, 2 more of these randomly, so yeah, the raid up thing didn't help me. I mean, okay, the only thing it did pull for me, or I did get that I didn't already have, I should probably filter this so it's easier to see. I did pull my 4th Doreen the Thruster. So I only had 3 of these, but today I pulled the 4th one. At long last, I pulled the 4th one. So now I have a playset of it, but it's the thing is you don't even really use it in the current Reggie deck. Like, this is really for, like, set 1 DI. That's why this wasn't even really necessary. I haven't seen spikes in a minute. I've been seeing Vermilion a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Vermilion, though. There's a lot of Vermilion. There's a lot of Ezel. The reason why, and I know why. The reason why is because those 2 decks are really, really easy and stress-free to climb with. With Ezel, you literally just go 9 crit, and you just kill off their interceptors so they have no more interceptors, and you just keep swinging Vanguard to Vanguard and hope that you check criticals. It's very easy. It's so brain-dead easy that Ezel is still, by far, the easiest deck to climb the ladder with. Narukami is also extremely easy. It's just a little bit slower, but sometimes you can start with a really good opening hand with a bunch of Desert Gunners and Vermilion, and you can just kill the opponent off so fast because, you know, your Desert Gunners will deny the interceptor, so it's basically like you're playing Blockade with options. And then, yeah, basically, yeah, you can just steamroll through with Narukami. So that's the reason why those 2 decks are probably the most popular ones that you'll come across. MLB is still out there. I have come across it. Now, and in all the times that I've played against MLB, I've only lost to it, I think, twice out of maybe like 6 or 7 games. So I've beaten it like 5 times. With Pale Moon, I usually always win because of Dreamy Fortress, making it so that MLB can never really attack me. Even if Blaster Blade like wastes Counter Blast on Dreamy Fortress, I just bring another Dreamy Fortress. So then he has to still attack. So he just wasted 2 Counter Blasts for nothing at that point. And then like if I play as Spectral Duke against MLB, it's a little bit harder because you can't use your booster, or you kind of have to high roll a trigger on your initial swing with Duke into MLB because it's 12 and you're 11. But if you check the trigger, then if it's crit, they PG, then you just limit break and restand anyway. And you don't even have to use the booster. So or just use the booster. It doesn't really matter. You get the restand regardless. So yeah. So yeah, MLB isn't really that threatening anymore. It's still really good if you. But the thing with MLB is if you open up with an amazing hand, then you could still beat them. Dreamy Fortress, it makes Pale Moon tier 1 this month. In all my playtesting, Pale Moon is tier 1. Out of the new decks, Pale Moon is certainly tier 1. Anyone who says otherwise doesn't really know what they're talking about, or they haven't really played or grinded enough ranked matches to really understand. This deck pretty much... The only deck that this... I think the only bad matchup for Pale Moon right now is Narukami. Narukami is the best hard counter to Pale Moon, and that's mainly because the Desert Gunners can like bypass Dreamy Fortress. That's the only reason why. However, in late game, when Vermilion does his thing, that completely negates the Desert Gunners' advantage because Vermilion usually has to swing to clear the front row. So even if they deny a Dreamy Fortress, if he's in the front line and Vermilion crushes him, he just comes out, then the Desert Gunners have to do cleanup and still attack him anyway. So, well, I've been playing Pale Moon like the whole time, so... Yeah, but really like the first couple days. But this Pale Moon, like Pale Moon right now is definitely top tier. Like, no questions, no argument there, like... I've had the easiest time. Like, when I go against MLB, it's like... If I'm playing as Pale Moon, I have, like, so much confidence going into that matchup that I don't even really... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They misplay. They use it on Dreamy, and then they end up losing because of that. But this deck right here is probably my favorite deck of all time in Vanguard Zero right now. This particular deck list is so consistent. It's so amazing. Oh man, like the plays. Like I had to make the deck profile like super long because the showcase of those fights just kind of showcase how strong this deck is. But if you want to, like, here's the thing, Duke is so easy. I mean, not Duke. Duke is actually pretty easy to climb with, just like Ezel. However, Duke is less consistent. It's so... They essentially do the same thing. Ezel builds up the field in late game. Duke establishes the field in early game. So they kind of do the same thing, only in the reverse order. Ezel is more consistent, though, because that checking top 4... prevents you from just like throwing triggers on the field, right? Like if they kept Ezel the way he was in the physical card game, he would be just as bad, if not worse, than Spectral Duke. But yeah, Ezel is still. This is still a very easy, like stress-free. You know, you don't really care if you lose kind of thing because you go 9 crit, you kill an interceptor, kill another interceptor, swing with Ezel. And you just keep repeating that process until they don't have interceptors anymore. And because if they have grade 3s, you just ignore their grade 3s. You just go all into their Vanguard. That's all you gotta do. So Ezel's, I can understand why there's a lot of people playing Ezel. I totally get why Asterisk climbs with Ezel, because I mean, if I didn't have Pale Moon, I probably would use Ezel still. Like that's what I would probably do too. Narukami is also really, really good. But Spectral Duke is really, really good, guys. Like, a lot of people complained and they went back to playing PVD and PBO with Shadow Paladin, which, I mean, I can understand why, but to me it just means that they didn't really study the deck in depth enough to truly understand when to minimize and maximize their plays. Like, Spectral Duke is one of those decks where the tempo is definitely dictated more off of just top decking cards, and you just have to play around that aspect of the deck. But it's always giving you field presence, as long as you're getting the ride chain. And you still have draw power because Nevin is insanely good at drawing you cards. The problem with the deck is that even with nearly no draw triggers, Spectral Duke, in almost a lot of games that were really, really close, I almost decked myself out. Like, in the matchup against the N, like, the N would end up having, like, 11 cards left in deck, and I only have, like, 6 cards left in deck, even though he has 9 draw, and I only have 1 draw, and I still almost decked myself out compared to him. So you definitely don't need more than 1 draw in Spectral Duke. Like, it has taken me a lot of studying this deck over and over again to understand how to fix it, how to tune it and fix it. Like, the first things that I fixed was I made Gigantech the heal trigger, because Bot-Hop Car as a heal trigger and at 4 copies causes you to deck out faster, and also, like, spam triggers on the field when you don't want them to go on the field. The other thing, too, about this card is that if he's a heal and he top decks himself on the field, then you're forced to still top deck the next card. So sometimes you can end up with way too many cards on the field that you're retiring stuff, and that's always suboptimal and bad. So that's the reason why the first thing to fix Spectral Duke was to make Bot-Hop Car a draw trigger or a crit trigger. It's up to you. I prefer just having 1 draw. So he's my 1 draw in the whole deck, and just 1 copy of him. And then Gigantech Destroyer was the new heal, and he's a 12k generic attacker to Vanguard. So I think that's pretty fair. So that was like the main thing that I had to do to fix the deck. The other thing that I had to do was fix the grade 2 lineup. Because Spectral Duke uses up Counterblast 2, Nevin's usually counterblasting a lot as well. You end up with having issues with resource management. So I took Vaha out because she was not needed. That on-hit draw was pointless. And then yeah, you didn't really, like, I never really needed to use it, or the other times that I could use it, it would conflict with when I wanted to do the restand play. So I figured, well, the restand draws me a card anyway, so I don't need Vaha. So that was another thing, took her out. Maka also has no place in the deck because the deck superior calls so much already, you don't want to counterblast 2 any further. So what I did was I bumped Cursed Lancer up to 4, and then my 1 of became the 10k vanilla. And so far, this deck has done amazingly well in matchups against the N, in matchups against Narukami, because it can outpace them because it's faster. The crits can just steamroll through, kind of like 9 crit Ezel. One Bot-Hop Car is not bad. 1 Bot-Hop Car is actually really good. It actually fixes the issues that the deck had before. And I think that if more people ran less Bot-Hop Car, especially don't run him as a heal trigger, at least in this deck, then I think that it would actually work a lot better for them. Spectral Duke retires, Car fills the... I'm not sure what you mean by that. Spectral Duke retires and Bot-Hop Car helps you refill the field. That's not bad at all. That's actually good. That's actually what's needed. I just need 3 more Triple R and my Pale Moon is done. Pale Moon is definitely the strongest deck. I think Duke is probably 2nd strongest out of the new ones. And then I'm not sure because I haven't really played enough Death Army. Now, Battle Sisters, though, is amazingly good. Battle Sisters with 4 Silent Tom is probably just as good as Pale Moon. It's just I haven't been able to play the deck since the rental expired, so I haven't played it since the first couple days. But from what I remember playtesting, the deck is, first of all, it's amazingly aggressive compared to Tsukuyomi. It's fast, it's defensive, and it has broken Silent Tom that can ignore all the PGs. As soon as the opponent goes to 5 damage, you just bring Tom out in front of whatever booster you have, and then just, like, kill off the interceptors if they have them, and then just swing with Tom, and that's it. So, yeah, it's, pretty good. It's one of those decks that can run crits and draws, and it doesn't really need 9 draw. Yeah, the deck is actually so good that technically you could like still run it without Silent Tom at all. Like you could go all in on 100% Battle Sisters with just the one of these. And it would probably still work. It just wouldn't have access to that win condition at the end there, that final turn play. It would just have to grind out the win instead. But yeah, Tom basically can just, because you know, like you're gonna go up against people who like opened up with 2 PGs in their hand. They draw into like their 2 others. So they have 4 PGs in hand. And you check their drive check. You never see them drive check a PG. They never damage check the PG, so you know that they have them. So what do you do with Battle Scissors? You crit, so either they're going to flick them out, and they're stuck at like 3, so they don't have resources to counterblast on the following turn. Or, like in the case of MLB, that's really, really good. It's also really good against Kagero, because sometimes they're reliant on Dragonic Overlord, OG Dragonic Overlord doing his counterblast 3 to restand and clear your front row. So if you check crit and they're at 3, then they're not going to get the counterblast because they PG there and then. So then they have to wait an extra turn, and that throws their tempo off. So that's the reason why you run crits in OTT in Battle Sisters as opposed to stand triggers. Yeah, but MLB is still around. I played against MLB quite a bit this week compared to last week. Usually I'm playing as Pale Moon though, so it's not a problem. But I have had to play against him as Duke, and with Duke, it's just both decks are swinging at each other. The difference is MLB, once he has the setup, he's got the critical every turn, whereas Duke is reliant on checking the crit trigger, and then being at limit break to do the restand to try to finish them off. Yeah, I really am trying to complete Battle Sisters because I want to play it next month. So my plan is to do the raid up. I'm going to roll 10 packs. I'm going to open 10 packs for Battle Sisters toward the end of the month when their raid up gacha is, but I'm not going to waste more than 10 packs because I need to save the rest for Aquaforce. So, and you know, you could always just randomly pull Fromage like while you're looking for Aquaforce cards too. So that's why the raid up gacha may not even be worth it to me in the end. I might not even do it because I'm a little bit disappointed in what happened when I opened 10 packs today for Reggie. I guess. I mean, if you're going 9 crit, it's probably because you don't have that many Silent Toms. So that makes a little bit of sense to me. My plan is to play Neo Nectar. Oh, yes. And of course, Neo Nectar is coming next week. Starting this weekend, the Neo Nectar event will be out. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing Musketeers and Arboros and Man of the Trailing Rose. So if you guys are interested in Neo Nectar, that's going to be one of my main decks next season. Definitely, Neo Nectar and Pale Moon. But most likely I'll focus on Neo Nectar more because I've already played so much Pale Moon and had so much fun with Pale Moon that don't really need to play too much more of them. You might see me play as Death Army. In fact, we might play as Death Army on this stream. But you guys have to tell me what to do because I don't really know how to play the deck. This deck is one of those decks where all the cards seem like they have so much good abilities that you just feel like you could just go ham with the whole deck, but you don't know when you should do that, because sometimes it's not really good to do that. You could just waste your counterblast for no reason. Garurubao, I'd put the Dark Horse as it helps me come. Is the Dark Horse the give something 2k? Because if that's the case, nah, I'm good with Garurubao. Because Garurubao is still 9k to the Vanguard. Do we still... Wait, do we still run the Genes in Musketeers? No. There'll be 2 different decks. So basically, the unique thing about Musketeers is, or the Neo Nectar, is that unlike Spike Brothers and Grand Blue, well, let's take a look at Grand Blue for example. So let's look at Grand Blue. So Grand Blue's support was a little bit lackluster. It could have been better, to be honest. They probably are the weakest of the 3. The thing with Grand Blue is you can always build whatever deck you want, but if you want to play the deck with the best possible setup, like the most optimal build, so you can climb to Legend 30 without too much trouble, you're kind of forced into building the deck in one way, if that makes sense. Meaning you don't have any other way to build the deck except throw in your Cocytus, your Thanatos, your Night Mist, maybe Ruin Shade, your Chappies, your PGs, all that kind of stuff. It's all one deck. Now, if we go look at Spike Brothers got Dudley. So Spike Brothers got the Dudley archetype, or subclan, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call them archetype. So they got Dudley, they got Douglas, they got Daisy, they got Phantom. Of course, they had Dan already. So that's like 4, and then they got Jelly Beans. That's a 5th card that searches Dudley, and then they got Dudley Emperor. So that's 6 cards with the Dudley name, or 6 cards that work around the Dudley archetype. So Spike Brothers, you could, if you wanted, you could build a quote-unquote Dudley focus deck where you max all the Dudley cards in the deck, plus Jelly Beans, of course, because he searches Dudley cards. And then that could be like a Dudley build, and then you could have that deck as one Spike Brother deck. Then you could have your set 1 spikes, like Cyfried, Juggernaut Maximum, Skydiver, all the original cards that are non-Dudley cards. You could call that like another deck. So you could have 2 Spike Brother decks, one being Dudley and one being like old school or OG or whatever, the non-archetype, the generic one. So Neo Nectar is the same way, although the thing about Neo Nectar, unlike Spike Brothers, Neo Nectar will have a specific archetype that is designed in a way where you want to run all cards that all have that name. In this case, Musketeer. It's the same thing with Battle Sisters. If you look at Battle Sisters, they have cards that only call Battle Sisters. For example, Battle Sister Waffle. Look at 3 cards. Check the top of your deck. Call a Battle Sister. It's a specific named card. So it's an archetype. These are very common in like Yu-Gi-Oh! And other card games. So Vanguard is slowly starting to move toward this archetype style of play. Those that are not familiar with the physical card game or old school Vanguard, this will be new to them, but those of us who are Vanguard veterans, we already know what's coming. We already know that the game is going to move toward this idea of sub-clans or archetypes. Basically, homogeneous types of cards, a group of cards that all share the same name. So in this case, we have Battle Sisters for OTT. That's another example. So Neo Nectar will be getting a archetype in this event. It's going to be called Musketeers. So it's an entirely restricted deck in the terms of you want to build the deck around a bunch of cards with Musketeer in the name. You don't want to put like Maiden of Trailing Rose, Arbors Dragon, the Genes, all this other stuff like those cards. You don't want those in the Musketeer deck. You're going to want Musketeers. You're going to want Musketeer Cecilia, Musketeer Calvant, Rebecca, Mirka. There's like a bunch of Musketeers that all work together, and that's basically going to be the Musketeer deck. So there's going to be that deck, which is kind of like Battle Sisters, but it's a Neo Nectar deck. And then there's going to be your generic build, which would be Maiden of Trailing Rose, the Genes, the Grade 2 Gene, basically the deck that we already have. So if we go to it here, the Seed Army. Basically you have the army, so you've got these guys, right? And Maiden of Trailing Rose. This deck will get support as well. So there'll be two decks. This one will gain the Arboros Ride Chain, and then the other deck will be like a Musketeer only deck with very few non-Musketeers, if any at all. Arboros cross Musketeer, you could do that, but the thing is, you'll run into some consistency issues. So I don't recommend combining them. You could do it though, just to see how it goes, but honestly, it will not be as consistent. And I say this because I've done that in the past with a physical card game. So you can still do it if you have nothing else to run, but if you want the Musketeer deck to run as smoothly as possible, as consistently as possible, you're going to want to maximize the number of Musketeers in the deck. Definitely do it that way. Yeah, so I can't wait to play Musketeer. I'm going to be building both decks. Like, I already have enough crafting material to craft pretty much 2 triple Rs for Neo Nectar, like, after the first day. Let me see how much material I've got. So let's go to Neo Nectar. Haven't looked at them in a while. See, 180 crystals, 450 orbs, over 2,500 pieces. So I'm ready. I can already craft pretty much 2, because, you know, those 20 crystals are pretty much daily things that you get. So I'm ready. Already stocked up on Neo Nectar. Neo Nectar is one of my favorite clans. It's my favorite clan out of the limited time event clans. Second would be Grand Blue, and then Spike Brothers is my least favorite out of the 3. Yeah, same here. That's why I've got the material saved up, so I can craft them if I can't pull them as early as possible. So what it's gonna be, there's Arbors Dragon is gonna be a triple R, and then Cecilia's the other triple R. So there's 2 triple Rs. So I only need to pull, you know, like, what, 3 of, like, 5 triple Rs, because I can craft 2, and then by the end of the event, I'll be able to craft a 3rd triple R. So, yeah, I should be good there. I'm not worried about the orbs, because I'll have excess double Rs probably that get turned into orbs. That's usually how all those events always end up. But I'm ready to build the Arbros one. I have a feeling the Musketeer one will be harder, will take longer to build, because it's got more double rears, I believe. I can't remember if it's... I think there's a grade 2. I think Calvant is the 12k attacker. The grade 2 12k. It's a 9k. It gains 3k when you have a Musketeer Vanguard. So he's a double R, if I remember correctly. And then Cecilia's a triple R, and she creates copies of herself, so that's really, really good. They buffed her a lot. She's kind of like the Chariot in DI for that reason, but she works on Vanguard Circle. It's a limit break skill. And then, I'm trying to think what else they have. They get another double rare. Arboros is the other triple R. That's a grade 3. That's going to go in the Maid of Trailing Rose deck. So basically, I already know what I'm going to do for Maid of Trailing Rose. The only thing that changes is... And I think I've already gone over this in a previous stream, but I guess, just to review here. Arboros will replace Behemoth and replace 2 Laurel. So basically you put 4 Arboros in, so you'll have 1 Laurel. She'll be a 1 of. Jean stays as the heal trigger, so that doesn't change. She's still in, because she's still really good. She's 11k Vanguard, so why would you not run that? And she has a Persona Blast skill, which is still really good. And then Arbors Dragon will be the limit break. It's a ride chain, so it's a 10k like Spectral Duke, but it's an 11k when you have the grade 2 in Soul. So basically you run the entire ride chain just like Spectral Duke. And then I think the only thing you don't run anymore is you don't run this anymore. And I think it's going to be 1 of this and 4 of the grade 1 ride chain. What if I want to play Neo but didn't build a deck in the new event? Yeah, you can... So... Yeah, you can build the Musketeer deck. The only thing you'll have to do... Now, the event will give you 2 perfect guards, if I remember. You get 2 perfect guards for free throughout the course of the event. So you will need to roll on the first set, the set 1 for Neo Nectar, just so you can get the perfect guards. Because you'll need 4 perfect guards. So just for the 2 perfect guards. And then, but basically everything else you can get out of the new set. Like if you just want to build Musketeers, you're going to roll on primarily on the new gacha for Musketeers. And then you're only going to really need to roll on the old set for the perfect guards. You get 2 of them for free, so you only need to roll until you have 2 PGs. And then who knows, you might pull some other stuff like Jean or Trailing Rose. Now those things won't really be useful to you in the Musketeer deck because you don't really need them for Musketeers. I'm trying to think though. It depends on what... I'm trying to remember what support cards they get, because I can kind of see Arboros working in the Musketeer deck as a backup grade 3 to Cecilia, but you definitely want to run as many Musketeers as possible. So it would be 4 Cecilia, 4 of the... There's a grade 3 common or rare that when it's boosted it gets 3k power. There's a Musketeer that does that effect. And then you want to run that as the heal trigger, I believe, and then you would still have open spots for 4 plus a 1 of, so you could potentially throw Arboros in there without the ride chain, though. So, I don't know, I kind of feel like Maid of Trilling Rose might be better than Arboros because she's a guaranteed 11k Vanguard, so we'll see. I'll see what cards are available for Musketeers. If they only have Cecilia and that one grade 3 Musketeer, then the other grade 3 would be Maid of Trailing Rose. But if you don't have her, you don't have to worry about it, because there's probably some other Musketeer cards. They might even have a Badhar clone. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. What does the Arbors Dragon do? Arboros, basically, it's a limit break for... So it's the limit break card. Cecilia also has limit break, but Arboros, it's a continuous skill. When it limit breaks, if you have 2 or more of the same rear guard on the field, both of those cards gain 3k power. So for example, if you have 2 Corolla Dragons on the field, both of them become 11k. They're both 11k boosters or attackers during the limit break effect. During limit break. So that's, you can see how that's really, really good at pushing and making big numbers. So Arboros is really good at hitting over defensive triggers on final turn pushes and stuff like that. That's what it does. So that's the reason why with Arboros you're gonna want to run like 4 of multiples of a bunch of things, like 4 Corolla Dragons, 4 grade 1 Arboros, 4 grade 2 Arboros, 4. You want maximizing your consistency. You're gonna run 4 of a lot of things, and you'll have like a 1 tech card, maybe like one of these as a 1 of. You know, your 13th grade 1 would be like one of these, and then your 13th grade 2 might be, you know, like an Erminsel or something. But like the grade 1 lineup would be 4, 4, 4, 1, and then grade 2 would be the same thing, 4, 4, 4, 1, like that. Like once you hit 4 damage, all your duplicate cards become thick. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what it does. So that's the Arboros build. And it's pretty good. The difference, so the Musketeer one, the Musketeer deck is more like Gold Paladins. It cycles through the deck. It deck thins, basically. It filters cards onto the board so that you're more likely to check triggers during the battle phase. That's what the Musketeers do. And then on the Limit Break skill, they take a bunch of dead cards in the drop zone, put them on the bottom of the deck, and then create Cecilia clones. And I think they power up or something. I forget exactly what the rest of the effect is. But that's the Cecilia Limit Break effect. So both decks have access to Limit Break. So that's the nice thing about Pale Moon. Or not Pale Moon. I keep saying Pale Moon. That's the nice thing about Neo Nectar is unlike Grom Blue and Spike Brothers, Neo Nectar gets 2 different decks that have Limit Break skill. I think the other 2 only had 1. Like, you're either playing Dudley or you're either playing Cocytus, right? It's like Dudley plus other stuff, and then or Cocytus plus other stuff. And that's your Limit Break deck for Season 2 for those clans. So they didn't... Yeah, so Neo Nectar definitely is more interesting in that regard, because you actually have two unique decks that you can build that are very different in their playstyle. Really, I liked this first wave of support for Neo Nectar. The achievement perfect, yeah, they'll get those. Neo Nectar gets them break enablers. You mean self-damagers? Yes, they do. Self-damagers are Musketeers, by the way. So they're going to be running the Musketeer deck. The Arboros deck will not run self-damagers. There's no room for them. I mean, if you run the self-damager, then you will not have access to your 10k vanilla. Because the way... Well, actually... No, there won't be any room. Like, if you want, you could run 1 self-damager, but at that point, it's pointless. So, well, I mean, it depends on how you're going to build the deck. Like, for me, personally, I'll tell you my Arbors deck list. This is what my Arbors deck list is. We can actually go ahead and build it right now. I'll just proxy the other cards. So, basically, this is gone. That's a 1. Actually, no, we'll just keep them here to showcase the grade 1 Arboros. And then Erminsel, I think, is a 1 or a none. And then, like, you don't run any Erminsel, you run 1 Erminsel, and then we'll just call the turtle the grade 2 for the ride chain. And then this becomes a 1. This is Arbros. So this will be the new Arbros. And that's basically it. So if you guys look here, this is the deck. So the grade 1 Blade Seed Squire, this is the grade 1 Arbros for the ride chain. This is the grade 2 Arbros for the ride chain. And then this is Arbors Dragon. And that's basically all you need for the Arbros deck. You just pretty much, you take the old set 1 Neos and you just throw the ride chain in there, change the starter so there's no more P-Knight. Now you run the Arbros starter, and that's basically the deck. That's Arbros. It's already done. Ride chain plus old stuff, done. That's it. The real new deck is going to be the Musketeers. Musketeers will have self-damagers. They'll have, you know, like, they'll have the ability to deny your opponent heals because of that. They can go to limit break early. They're more combo. They're deck thinning focused. So they're definitely like faster and more dynamic. The Arbros deck is more slow and static in terms of how it plays. But I'm looking forward to playing both of them though. Definitely. I think it's going to be really strong this month too, before Aquaforce comes out. And that's the key difference between the Japanese Zero and the global one is the Japanese one, I think Neo Nectars were... They got their limit break when Aquaforce was already in the game, so it kind of like weakened their effectiveness in terms of their overall splash into the meta. Whereas I think the nice thing about us getting Neo Nectars before Aquaforce is that Neo Nectar will be very, very good initially before Aquaforce comes out. Because I especially see the Musketeer deck as being extremely good. That deck thinning and then denying the opponent, basically kind of like Ezel, except better, because I think, I mean, Ezel, well, we'll see. Well, I won't really make a judgment on how good the Neo Nectar deck is until I've had a chance to play it myself. But, you know, it's a pity, though, that you have all these decks that we always talk about, but then when you actually go and play on Ranked, the reality is so different. Like, you end up going against Ezel, or you end up going against Narukami, or maybe MLB, or maybe the N, or maybe someone playing Shadow Paladin set 1. You know, like, PBD, PBO, that Shadow Paladin deck. Hey, Valen, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the team. But it's so different from the reality. Like, we talk about all these interesting, diverse decks. We're like, oh, the meta is so diverse, but then in reality, it's still like the same 4 decks over and over again. I just kind of wish there were more people playing Battle Sisters. Honestly, I'm surprised that there aren't that many people playing Battle Sisters, because Silent Tom's been around for a while now. Like, he's a tournament reward. Maybe they're like me, they just got unlucky and they didn't pull Fromage. I haven't come across a single person playing this either. That's the thing. I've seen people tech in Stormbrain Dragon for Narukami, but they're never using it with Indra. They're using it with Vermilion. Although I'm running Vermilion too, so I guess I can't really complain. Indra is like the one card that nobody wanted, but like everybody got it. There's always that one card. There's always that one card. But although, hey, next month, what will be the card that nobody wants? Does anybody know what that card's gonna be? I mean, I don't think there's anything... Do Gold Paladins get cards next month? I don't think they do. I don't think... yeah, no, they don't, because they got it this month. They got Spectral Duke this month. What's next month? Next month we get Metatron. Everybody's gonna want Metatron. Everybody's gonna want Ultimate Dayusha. Everyone... No, I wouldn't call Zeal a meme card. Zeal is pretty good. I don't think that's bad. If I pull Zeal, I'll be playing Zeal. Zeal is the deck that can run Laurel and not have to worry about it not fitting. Zeal's actually pretty good. In his initial release, it's pretty good, so I would play Zeal. I wouldn't be mad if I pull Zeal. I'll put it that way. Like, I'd be more annoyed to pull Indra compared to Zeal. So I don't consider Zeal a meme card. Definitely Ultimate Dayusha is probably more of a meme card than Zeal, although it is a cross ride. And then Metatron, everybody wants Metatron. Everybody wants Aquaforce. Everybody wants Coral and Pacifica, Eternal Isle Pacifica, all that stuff, the cross ride. Bermuda is getting 2 cross rides. Bermuda is getting 2 cross rides. And they're both really good too, so... Yeah, I don't think there's one. Let me see. So Coral, Crossride Coral is a triple R. Eternal Isle Pacific is a triple R. Zeal, Ultimate Dayusha, that's 4. Metatron, that's 5. So what are the 3 others? There's 3 more. So we've already named 5. What else? Oh, Polaris in Great Nature, that's number 6. There's 2 more. There's still 2 more. What's missing? Oh, Aquaforce, duh. Maelstrom and Naval Gazer Dragon. That's all 8 of them. Yeah, Polaris. My problem with Great Nature is I'm not ready for Great Nature. I'm sort of. I've been trying to get ready for Great Nature. Like you can see, I'm ready to craft a triple R, but I don't have. Let me see. I think I've got all 4 of the. Yeah, I got my Coiling Duckbills. It's like I could craft a 4th Lox. But at this point, I'm not going to even bother. Because it's not going to see any play long term. So I'm not even going to do it. I pulled Lox. I pulled, I think, 2 Lox when I was opening up the packs this month. That's how I have 3 all of a sudden. Because I got 1, like, in the initial release for Asia Circuit. Pulled the other 2 from, like, Cavalry of Black Steel. Be more than ready day 1. Yeah, see, I'm tempted to craft Leopold, but I'm not going to. And the reason why I'm not going to is because there's a chance that I'll need to craft Polaris, and who knows, I might pull 2 or even 3 Polaris, you know, or something. I might pull a bunch of Polaris, and I may need to craft Leopold, or the opposite could happen. I can only pull like 2 Polaris, and I pull like 2 Leopold, so I don't need to craft Leopold. I got a playset of him ready to go, but then I don't have Polaris, so I'm saving this to craft the Polaris. So, yeah, I'm just kind of sitting on it. The problem is I haven't been really able to play Great Nature at all, like since Asia Circuit released, as well as this month either. So I'm just gonna have to wait it out. It's not a big deal because why craft it now? You can't really do anything with 3 Lox. You need 4. And you wouldn't craft the 4th one because it's going to be irrelevant next month. So I'm kind of in a weird situation with Great Nature right now. But at least I have all the double R's ready. And if I have to, I could deconstruct one of the lamp camels if I need the orbs. Angel Feathers, I'm trying to get up to be able to craft a Metatron. The problem with the Angel Feathers is that they're pretty much playable from my point of view. I only have 3 No-Seal and 3 Shamshell. I do have 4 of the Grade 1 No-Seal, which is not the one that you need 4 of, unfortunately. But the deck is pretty much playable. It's just not 100% consistent. But once Metatron comes out, the deck will become a lot better. And I'll definitely be playing this deck next month on stream as one of my primary decks. So Angel Feathers is coming, guys. I know I haven't really covered them or put as much attention on them as I should have. But it's going to show up. With the Crimson Wings, it will show up. They'll get their time in the spotlight. Let's see. So, Gold Pound doesn't get anything. OTE doesn't get anything. Narukami doesn't get anything. So, next month is going to be interesting because it's really Angel Feathers. Dimension Police, we're ready to go. 4 of everything. It's been like that since I initially pulled these cards way back in May. What else? Bermuda Triangle. I got everything except Pacifica. And the annoying thing is I'm kind of trying to work on crafting the 4th Pacifica. But at the end of the day, I might just run 3 of her and then focus on crafting like an Eternal Idol Pacifica or a Coral Cross Ride. Something like that might be more useful. So, yeah. But it took me a long time, but I've gotten everything from Bermuda Triangle except that 4th Pacifica. But basically all this stuff was crafted with the one exception being Reindeer. I managed to pull Reindeer, which was the best one to pull. So, yeah. Shadow Duke is the only Shadow Paladin deck that I play right now. I don't even play the original one. Like, I deleted the deck list. I don't even have it anymore. Like, honestly, if you're not playing Spectral Duke, you're either not playing it because you don't have the cards, because if you do have the cards and you're choosing to play the old Shadow Paladin deck, then you're doing it wrong. That's just my opinion on Shadow Paladin right now. Spectral Duke is really, really good when the Limit Break gets the effect off. Yeah, but I just realized, just looking at this, like the game just gives me all the Gold Paladin cards all the time. I've been experimenting with something else weird with shadows. The thing about Spectral Duke is that it's less consistent compared to the original Shadow Paladins, but it's way more fun than the original Paladins. It's one of those things that's like, do you want consistency and slow games, or do you want slightly more, less consistent, high roll, fast, fun games? It's that sort of trade-off. Nova Grappler doesn't... I don't think they get anything. Yeah, they got Death Army this month, so they're not going to get anything next month. What would really be interesting is if they give us two sets of cards next month. Like, if they give us the initial Aquaforce set plus the one that has Maelstrom and Platina and all that other stuff. I doubt they'll do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. If they are actually trying to catch us up to the JP server. Running the old ride chain with 4 PBD, PBO, and 4 Spectral Duke and 9 crit, 4 draw. Oh, you've been running like the Shadow Rush without any... Yeah. That's really an all-in deck, though. Yeah, no, it is interesting. I know exactly what you're talking about. I did a deck profile on Shadow Rush back when Shadow Paladins were new. It's similar. It basically doesn't run any heals. It's a complete rush deck. It's 9 crit plus 4 of some other trigger. In my build, it was stand trigger, but I guess you could run the draw triggers. But that's interesting. But gotta take advantage of that double VP. Now let me see. I kind of want to craft. I still kind of want to craft Reggie. So I'm trying to get 100 crystals on this, but I may not even bother at this point. I should probably... Well, I'll use the next time we get double drops for... and then you need to fix this. These need to be guaranteed drops. This is ridiculous. Nothing. Alright. Here, let's play. Let's do a ranked match. It sneaks out wins. People are never ready for the early game crits. Well, I mean... You could also just run regular Duke, and that's still 9 crits as well. Most of those are running 9 crit. I mean, like my special build is 8 crit, 1 draw, 4 heal. This is my particular build. But let's go ahead and show it right here. I have gone 6 wins with it. Let's see if we can get Legend 21 with it, and then what I'll probably do after this is I'll probably play some more different fun decks, I guess. Oh, is it really Pale Moon? What? Is this for real? MLB No More Cormark. Okay, whoa. We're actually playing against Pale Moon. I haven't played against Pale Moon like since the first week. Alright, oh, this is such a weird hand. The problem is I kind of want to keep one of the PGs just because well, you know what? We're a rush deck, we're a ride chain build. No, just do that. Just do that.
Stand up, Vanguard.
Alright, let's see. Can I top deck the grade 1? Oh, I got the grade 2 though, which is really good because it means I'll get 11k Spectral Duke. So I guess I'll put this here. I'm glad I sent the second PG back. I mean, in a way I kind of wanted to hold on to that PG because it's normally not my thing to send PGs back. I don't like to mulligan PGs just to see them get damage checked later. I literally only play Zero ladder. Oh yeah. Usually that's what I do too. Like if I rank up to the next rank, I usually switch to a different deck. Oh man, okay, this guy might be a follower of the channel because he's playing this so far. This is my classic turn 1 Pale Moon move. Ride Purple Trapezes, put the Smiling Presenter in the back row behind the Vanguard so that Tejas can't kill it, and just do that. There's Dancing Prince of the Night Sky. This might be a follower, guys. This might be a follower. Cormark, that sounds like a familiar name. Hey, Kavar. We've been talking about upcoming Neo-Nectars, the state of the game, you know, basically how the meta is at its most diverse right now. It has the potential to be the most diverse that it's ever been, yet unfortunately, no one seems to capitalize on that. Alright, do I want to... I can't really push... I can't guarantee 2 damage this turn, so we're just going to, like, keep this for the retire off of Duke's play, and then we're just going to go for a crit. Up, Dreamy Fortress. You saw Dreamy Fortress. I feel like I'm playing against myself. This is like I'm playing against my Shadow. That's why I'm playing a Shadow Paladin. Or maybe I'm the Shadow, and that the opponent is actually me. Like maybe the real life me is playing as Pale Moon right now, and I'm the Shadow playing against myself. Is next season reward Battle Sister Kokoa for sure? Yes, it is. Alright, so if she rides Dreamy Fortress from her hand, that means that she might have another one in her hand that she'll use to call down, and then here she's going to throw the other one in there. So if not, it's not a big deal because she can always pull one out of the soul either with Farah or Luke's Limit Break, or with Purple Trapezes, or even with the Bunny. There goes Luke. Yeah, this definitely looks like my deck list. This feels like I'm playing against myself right now. Yeah, see, even Fire Juggler. Even Fire Juggler! This is the same deck. This is my deck right here. Oh, never mind. Okay, Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker. Sarah's in the deck. That's not what I use. It's not bad, but I think Farah is way better. 11k Vanguard's way better. I'll take the 11k Vanguard over a 10k Vanguard any day. So she's still going to be able to hit, because she's going to be able to use Fire Juggler to bring out Lukie. She can put Lukie over there. Hey, if you're at rank 32, are you in top 1000? I'm just curious to know if you're in top 1000. I want to know where the bottom cutoff is. See, I told you should bring out Lukie. I know the plays. That's my one draw. Bot car. One draw coming through. One draw. That's why you run it at 1. Alright, now we're going to top deck some stuff on the field off of the ride chain. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Bring him out. We got our booster. Where do I want to put this? I guess I'm just going to put it here to guarantee that I have it for the restand. Curse Lancer can go there. Lukie. See, the nice thing about Lukie is she's hard to run over. She's definitely hard to run over. Because I can't just slam into her with this. So we might just have to. I think that's 18. That's not really guaranteed. Do I want to save this? I kind of want to save that. I don't. Well, nah, because we're at high damage already. So we're just gonna have to do this. Season ends in 2 days. There we go. I needed that heal. Alright, that bounced things out. Interesting, she doesn't run Alice as her heal trigger. That kind of indicates to me that she doesn't have 4 Alice. But I could be wrong. She might be running the 12k as the heal, although I don't think that's optimal. I wouldn't do it that way. I might get on... Just glad I didn't get any Vermilion impacts, because I have 4 of the rank reward ones. See, I'm not really actively trying to climb 24th, you think? And I'm 25 and I'm at 700. Oh, okay. That means I just need to climb a little bit more and then I'll probably get top 1000. I'm not going to get SP Vermilion. I'm currently Legend 20 right now, but I haven't actually really been trying at all. She's gonna get the last Dreamy Fortress. Yeah, so now she's got all 3 of them. So she's gonna be able to get it out with the Limit Break skill next turn, which is actually very good. She might actually do it right here. She might swap Lukie for Dreamy Fortress right here. Check this out. Here comes Dreamy Fortress. Check it out. I called it. So now what's going to happen is, I think she's doing it a turn too early, to be honest. I think she should have saved that for the following turn, because I don't have Limit Break right now. I don't think... I mean, okay, she might get me to 4 damage. We'll see here. We'll see, because Lukie can hit 21, so never mind. And she could potentially push another damage, too. Yeah, I'm guaranteed to go Limit Break this turn. So that's really, really good, because Dreamy Fortress is going to prevent my Limit Break from being able to hit the Vanguard. This is the reason why Pale Moon is like one of the top tier decks, though. Because it has access to that kind of stuff. Because as a defensive play, like, as Dreamy Fortress comes out of the soul, Lukie keeps gaining 3k every Dreamy Fortress, so she becomes harder and harder to hit. Pale Moon's the only thing I use. Most of my climbing this season has just been Pale Moon, but I haven't really been trying to get, like, if I wanted, like in all the previous seasons, I would already be like close to Legend 30 by now, because I usually go to Legend 30 and then try to finish in top 1000 for the 4th copy, like the SP plus the 3 regulars. But this is the first season in a long time that I haven't actually done that. Alright, so she gave me Limit Break, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to do anything about it. I'm not going to be able to use it this turn. But she's pushed me to 4. I got 2 PGs. I need to protect myself from death. So the only thing we're gonna do here... I'm trying to think. Whoops, not that. Yeah, I can do this and I'll probably be okay. But you gotta be careful because Pale Moon can get a lot of attacks. So I might need 2 interceptors, but I'm gonna try to risk it with this. Just do 1. Hope I can check a heal. I don't think I have any left though. I think I got like 1. Yeah, I got 1. Okay, so she's gonna still have another one here. And unfortunately, Duke, that's all he's gonna be able to do because he cannot restand when he hits a rear guard. Alright, so how's this gonna play? What's her soul? She doesn't have any Dreamy Fortresses left. She doesn't have Limit Break. So she's going to kill Curse Lancer. She's gonna put me to 5, and possibly put me... And then I'll PG the last attack. The problem here is if she checks a trigger, Fire Juggler can potentially get an extra attack in to either force me to use my second PG, or she'll kill my Gigantech Destroyer if I damage check a trigger. Let me see how many. The thing with Pale Moon, you always want to know how many purple trapezes they've used. She's got 1 in Soul. She has Alice. So now Dreamy Fortress is going to kill Curse Lancer. Alice is going to swing boosted into Duke, putting me at 5. Alice will then use her skill to call something out to make Luke swing 21, and then any trigger power will go on the standing column and purple trapezes. Watch what's going to happen here. I could lose this turn, potentially. I'm going to need to check a defensive trigger. And I didn't check one, so I could lose. I could very well lose right now. Because she's going to get... Alice needs to go in, get Purple Trapezes out. Purple Trapezes needs to cycle Dreamy Fortress in, get Dreamy Fortress out, then swing with Lukie. Watch. Watch this. She's going to get like 3 more attacks. So yeah, I called it. I knew she was going to do that. Now she's going to cycle Dreamy Fortress. If she... You know what? If I were her, honestly, I would get Alice. Put Dreamy Fortress in, get Alice out. Bring out Alice, swing with Alice, so that if I don't have a PG, she gets another attack. Luke's still going to get even more attacks. This is attack number 3. Yeah, see? I told you. Now here's the thing, Alice isn't going to hit, but I could die to Fire Juggler's skill. Fire Juggler will put a trigger power on Skull Juggler and then call something from the soul, and then I'll die. She's trying to decide if she should swing with Alice. If I were her, I would swing with Alice. Because, why not? Okay, she's gonna go that way. I mean, that's... Oh, okay. That's interesting. So I lost. See what I mean? This is attack number... What did she do? 1, 2, 3. This is attack number 3. There's going to be 4 and 5. She's going to get 5 attacks to me this turn. This is the reason why Pale Moon is one of the top tier decks. Because now Fire Juggler... I think Fire Juggler activates regardless. Yeah, the thing about Fire Juggler that's so good, unlike the Bunny, is that she doesn't have to hit to do her skill. She's going to bring out Dreamy Fortress. Yeah, so we basically have to 6 damage heal. She's going to attack me with Alice. And then I PG, and then Dreamy Fortress... Oh, well, I wouldn't have done it that way, but that's okay. I guess it works. It works, but that's dangerous because it's just a 6 damage heal. Then, you know, it can't hit, so... Yeah, we basically lost because we only have 1 heal left and we have 19 cards. So there's a very low chance that we check it.
ダメージチェック
That I felt like I was losing to myself because I was calling all the plays out because I played the deck so much that I would have done all the same moves. So we lost. That person was pretty high up there too because I only lost 10 points, which tells me that that person is probably like Legend 30 plus with Pale Moon. So that gives you guys an idea of how good that deck is. You know what? This person gets a friend request because they're using, although I kind of think the user has reached the max. They might actually be on my friends list, actually. Like, if you're playing a unique deck, and if I'm impressed, I might actually send you a friend request. I typically don't accept friend requests from people who play meta decks. Like, if you're playing MLB, you're not going to get on my friends list. If you're playing Kagero, you're also not going to get on my friends list. And I guess in the case of this current meta, if you're playing Ezel, and it's the only thing that you have, and you're free to play, maybe. Just maybe. But Narukami, Kagero, MLB, well, okay, Narukami, maybe. Kind of like Ezel. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a strong deck. It's not that bad. A lot of people play it right now. It's not that bad. If you're playing MLB, if you're playing Dote, you know, all that old trash, Shadow Paladin, Set 1, Shadow Paladin, PBD, PBO, nah. Get out of here with that stuff. No, I don't want to see that. So that's my philosophy on that. Alright, so Duke finally lost. So I lost my win streak against Pale Moon, so that's really good to see. We're gonna try, let's try, let me see what I got here from Misagi. Why? Because of the Desert Gunners? Because of the Desert Gunners blocking the Interceptors? That's the only reason why they're really good. It's all because of the Desert Gunners. It's actually not because of Vermilion. Vermilion's good, but that's not the problem. The problem is the Desert Gunners. Alright, let's try this weird Battle Sister hybrid deck. I'm gonna try fun decks now, because I lost my win streak. I don't really care. I'm not trying to climb a legend that much. We only got 2 days, so I highly doubt it. Unless I want to go all out Pale Moon and just steamroll through with Pale Moon. But I don't really want to do that because I think that makes for a boring stream. I've already showcased a lot of Pale Moon, so in the previous stream. You hate the starter? Oh, Saishin! Saishin. Yeah, okay, let's see. How should I do this? I guess I'll throw Cookie back. Hopefully we draw into Scarlet Witch Coco. Pale Moon has some insane moves, man. You can, like, get 5 attacks with that deck. It makes Aquaforce look slow. Alright, so we're going against Shadow Duke. That's the deck that I just was. So we're gonna go into... This will ride the 7k because it doesn't really matter. Yeah. You guys saw, I basically lost to my own deck just now on stream. So someone else was using the same deck. Pretty much the same deck. I think the only difference was that guy was running Sarah, whereas I run Pharah. But they might not have 4 Pharah, so that's the reason why, because Pharah is a Persona Blast. But we're gonna change the decks every single game here. I'm gonna play Death Army next. I'm gonna play my spicy MLB deck, which I don't think is good, but I'm gonna show it to you guys. And then we're gonna play Indra. We're gonna play Indra on stream as well. I gotta showcase Indra. Alright, this guy called way too many grade 1s down. I don't know why he called it. Oh, I guess he wanted to filter. Oh no, there goes Coco. Where are you going? Get back here. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty accurate statement. I think the only reason why you would not run Dreamy Fortress is because if you don't have it. Otherwise, there's no reason to not run it. Alright, if we ride Tom, let me see. Might need to ride Tom, try to push 2 damage here. Tom, can I make 18? That's 11. Yeah, that's 19. We can do it. Alright, let's go. I've had people scoop and leave because of Dreamy Fortress. I've had Kagero players just straight up quit on me with Dreamy Fortress because they don't have Overlord. Now, the thing is, Dreamy Fortress can die to Dragonic Overlord, like the OG Overlord on rearguard when he attacks, restand, attack, restand. That's a really good hard counter Dreamy Fortress. But if they don't have that and they go against me, they just quit. Like I've seen 2 people just straight up like abandon the match, forfeit the match. If they don't have OG Overlord to save them from Dreamy Fortress, they basically quit. Because what will happen is like the end will swing into Dreamy Fortress. Dreamy Fortress will come out again. He'll restand, but then he has to swing into Dreamy Fortress again. Then Dreamy Fortress comes in, so then his interceptors have to kill Dreamy Fortress, and then it's like he never dealt any damage to me, so he just like quits. And on top of that, I'll do stuff like ride Pharah, do Persona Blast with Pharah, call out Alice. Alice becomes 13 off of Pharah's skill, so she can hit the end without a booster. Then do the thing, call out Purple Trapezes, call some other stuff, put something in, cycle in the bunny, get all that stuff. You know, like get 4 or 5 attacks against the opponent. They're like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this. Oh, this guy runs. Yeah, okay. He's out a lot of crits. He's out 4 crits already. This can't attack me, so I'm not sure why he filtered, but okay. I've been running Block 8 and Evan. Yes, we heal just in time so the cookie can still use those 2 counterblasts. I wouldn't say 4 is optimal. I would say 4 is consistent. 3 is not consistent. It's the same argument with Night Mist in Grand Blue. You want 4 Dreamy Fortress. Okay, this guy is gonna either be on Duke or Overlord next turn. So if I want to ensure a good Vanguard... Alright, Coco, just get over here. Or Lulu, get over there. Empty the soul. Draw. Oh, that drew my heal. It doesn't matter because she's going to draw a bunch of stuff. Okay, good. No triggers. Now, get rid of this. So I'm out. I got 2 heals left. How many crits we got left? We got 4 crits, 2 heals, 3 draws. This can kill Nevin. But do I really want to sacrifice my booster? You know what? I'm at 2. Send that to the bottom of the deck. And then bring this here, I guess. So that kills that. This kills this with a rocket launcher. And this hopefully like double crits or something, or does something. We put Gemini on the bottom, and we just checked 2 Battle Sister Cocoa, so that's 3 non-triggers down. So we have a higher probability of damage checking a trigger here. How many times I've had the ability to get a Dreamy Fortress in Soul that's already been damage checked? So I'd say 4. Yeah, exactly. 4 is definitely the way you make the deck tier 1. If you don't have 4 Dreamy Fortress, your deck is not tier 1. Okay, so what is he gonna do? He's gonna make Bodhop Car kill Lulu? Because he doesn't have a booster to make that hit the 10k. So then Nevin will have to swing into the 10k, and then Duke is a 10k Vanguard, so that's interesting. Okay, he's gonna do it the other way. He's gonna make Nevin, this Nevin, whatever. Well, I know what he's gonna do, but he's gonna kill Lulu. I know that. So it's like Lulu became an interceptor for me, which is nice because it's like okay. If I have three Fortress and 3 Lukie, I have enough material for 1 triple R Fortress. Is Fortress the best option? Yes. I would craft Fortress over Lukie, definitely, so you can close it off at 4. That's like saying, should I craft a Cocytus or a 4th Night Mist? Lukie's good, but with 3 of her, the deck it's already playable. Dreamy Fortress is your survival mechanism. Alright, this dude has healed on me. He's out 3 heals. Wait, he's out 3 heals because he put 1 on the field. Man, I kind of want to just bring that up and just run that over. I don't need to commit Cream because it's just going to attack the thing, so it's just going to attack without it. Cream is basically Cookie's 11k booster. In fact, I didn't even have to commit that grade 2, but it's okay. Because I might crit him here and put him at 4. I have not checked a lot of triggers here. I didn't damage check one. I didn't drive check one previously. So that means there's going to be a chunk of grade 3s that are all stacked together that are coming up soon. Is your deck more defensive than offensive? I don't know what you're talking about. The thing about the Dreamy Fortress build is it's not like it's okay. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. See. Oh, okay. This is 10k. So he's gonna swing with Cursed Lancer to Cookie. Probably. Although, no, actually, no. I wouldn't do it that way, because now he can't heal. I would have swung Duke into the thing. Okay, well, now he can, but, you know, whatever. I think what he should have done was swing with Duke first, because he could heal. Now, well, okay, I checked the heal, but if he, you know, you guys know. He didn't make an optimal play there, and he still gets the heal anyway. See, I hate when players don't get punished for making mistakes like that. That's annoying. See, here comes the chunk of grade 3s that I was talking about. So I could potentially draw another grade 3 here. But because it was 2 of them in a row, I might draw a grade 1. Oh, I draw a grade 3. Okay, so we'll use it. Alright, I'm gonna need that PG. Oh, we got Fromage. Unfortunately, I think I have to throw that away. Might have to throw Cream away, actually. I only have 1, although I kind of want Cream, but I have to throw it away. I'll have to use Fromage as an attacker. Well, hold on, because he's got... Because I'll do Silent Tom, then Cookie, and then... Yeah, I have to throw Cream away. Unfortunately. That's really unfortunate. This is gonna be like this. This is what, 17? Yeah. Okay. So hopefully we still check a trigger here. Okay, we got 1. Now, do I want to give him Limit Break? I mean, if I kill Bottom Car, he'll just move Charon up. Just give him Limit Break. It doesn't matter. I have 2 PGs. Because, Silent Tom's an 8k. If I kill Bot Car and deny him limit break, it doesn't matter. He'll just move Charon up and kill Tom with Charon, and then he'll, you know, get 2 more attacks to Vanguard regardless. So it doesn't really matter. Here, the thing that I worry about is him checking a crit. That's the thing with Spectral Duke. Spectral Duke wins because if he checks a crit, he restands regardless whether you PG. So he could beat me this turn because I don't have 2 interceptors. Because he gets 3 attacks to the Vanguard this turn, unless he heals, which he doesn't have any more heals. So he has an ideal scenario here. He's going to blow up that entire column. So now he's going to swing Spectral Duke unboosted into Cookie. See? And then he's going to... He can't heal, so he's guaranteed now to get 2 attacks. Yeah, so we basically lost unless I 6 damage heal. Or 5th damage heal. Which I've only got 1 heal, so I think we lost. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna lose, because I'm gonna go to 5, because my second PG will block the second Spectral Duke attack, so then Rugos will put me at 5. So yeah, we're not dead. Wait, what? The Beast Tamer build can actually make bigger columns, but you have less ways of defending yourself. Initially I tried both of them, Dreamy Fortress plus Crimson Beast in the same deck. The problem was it was way too cloggy. Alright, that should be a lot of his crits. So he's out 7 crits. He's got like 2 left. Maybe we'll just 1 in his hand. Ooh, if I top deck... Oh, if I top deck Scarlet Witch Coco, she can't do anything though because the soul's not empty. So she won't help me here. Oh, but Cookie can. Cookie can help. Draw that PG. Throw that away, we don't need it. Alright, now bring out Glace. And that's all we really need. Because we're gonna do... 17 and that's the same thing. Alright, now so that I can heal... Well, actually, I have no more heals, so we're just gonna have to do this. Ooh, that's the crit. Alright. He's going to 5. I have no... Neither one of us have any more heals. There's... Okay, that's his 8th crit, so he's got 1 left, potentially. He's at 7 cards left in deck. See, even without any draw triggers, look at the Spectral Duke deck. It's already down to 7 cards left. That's why you do not need draws in Spectral Duke. You run 9 crit or 8 crit 1 draw like me. But I might go back to 9 crit. Yeah, that's the reason why, what I ended up doing was I replaced Crimson Beast Tamer with, what's it called? Oh, I'm gonna win. We're gonna win, guys. He has no more triggers left, and he has no intercepts. I'm gonna PG, I'm gonna go to 5, and then I'm gonna PG, and I'm gonna win. He checked PG right there. Battle Sisters, or Soulless OTT. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I completely forgot about Untitled Chapter limit break. Yeah, so we lost. We don't have any heals left, so we lost. If you run both Fortress and Tamer, you probably won't have enough soul charging cards to effectively get... yeah, you could run them, and I can show you a build that does run both. The problem is you don't really have room for the Crimson Beast support cards. I tried running both of them like day 1 though, and it didn't really work that well. It wasn't as good as the deck that I've settled with. The deck that I have now is way more consistent than the one I had day 1. Here's the thing though, we say that it's defensive, but it's honestly, the Dream Fortress deck is not really that defensive when you think about it, because it still gets so many attacks. Like, this thing enables you to get another attack, This thing enables you to get another attack. This. With this. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's ways to get additional attacks. Just like the Crimson Beast deck. The only difference is that the columns are not as strong. They rely on trigger power. Compared to the Crimson Beast build. Now, if you wanted to run Crimson Beast Tamer, what you would do is you would take out Jumping Jill and one of the... Wait, not one of those. Definitely not one of those. And you would put, like, maybe 3 of them in. Like this. I mean, you could also run all 4. You could do this. And that could also give you access to the Manticore. Like, you could run 1 Manticore, like, take this out and put 1 of these. You could do this. Now, the problem is there's not enough room for the Turquoise Beast Tamer because the Grade 1 lineup is so dependent on Purple Trapezes. And, you know, without Purple Trapezes, the deck doesn't really, like, it doesn't have the combo potential. Yeah, Dreaming Fortress is yeah, exactly. It's still an offensive deck though. But you could do this and it could still work. But you don't really have any room. Yeah, that's why the first thing I don't agree with people building Pale Moon with only 3 Purple Trapezes is it's just wrong. Like, anybody who ever played Pale Moon back in the day knows you run 4 Purple Trapezes. Because I think at one point back in the day they were looking at restricting that to 2 copies or something. That's how good it was. But it never really dominated in any meta, so they never did it. If I remember, maybe they did, but I don't know. I know Zelma in Silverthorns, which is basically Purple Trapezes, although she's 7k and she's Silverthorn only, was potentially a problem card, but it never really... Just because not enough people played Pale Moon back then, so that's the reason why they never did anything. But you could do this. You could try this. Alright, so we're gonna go as Indra now. Well, actually... Alright, let's play as Indra. Let's do it. We're gonna play as Indra. Here we go. Indra's going in. Oh, why does it have to be the mirror match? Why does it have to be the mirror match? When I go as Indra, why is it Indra versus Vermilion? Maybe this guy's playing Indra too, though. We never know. Open any packs this set, so I kind of regret opening the 4 packs that I wasted on DI for the Raid Up Gacha today. I should not have did. I just should have held on to them. The only thing I got out of that was a 4th Doreen the Thruster, an SP Nimue, and like a bunch of gems. Oh, okay, 2 Indra. This is what you want to see. I don't have another grade 1 though, so just have to send this back. Yeah, and we got it. We're good. Lucia Cross Ride. I don't see the synergy between her and the base form for some reason. That's because there was no synergy. They made a newer one later on. Years later, during G era, they made a new one which does synergize well. This guy probably has no idea that I'm playing Indra. Oh, now he does. That's a dead giveaway. You're not buying any packs until Eradicator rank up? You mean opening, or you mean like buying gems? Now, is this guy gonna kill my Saishin or something? I don't know. What is he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna try to rush me down because he... I don't know. Well, we'll see. Whatever. Okay, that's a wasted draw. It's not really wasted, but it wasn't really needed, but whatever. Alright, is he gonna retire Saishin or not? Let's see. Okay, 1 for 1. Okay, I see. Oh man, this is kind of bad. He did that because I can't hit the guy, but now, like, I'll have to... commit this? Yeah. Push him to 2. He's losing a bunch of desert gunners, that's good. Now, how does this work again? When this unit attacks the Vanguard, counter +1 to get +1 crit for each of your other Indra until end of the battle. During your turn, it gets +1,000 for each of your... It's actually all the time, even on the opponent's turn, it gets 1,000 for every Indra. So they're gonna fix that in the maintenance. I saw it in the notes. Alright, so this is 1 to pass because it's Vermilion. This is a key card that we needed. Hopefully he doesn't check anything because he's out 2. He runs Indra also. What? This Indra build too? And he runs crits? Okay. We're gonna do the Indra thing now. Alright, watch this. Now, how does this work? If you have a Noble's Vanguard, Soul Blast want to have this unit also have the thing. So when he wait, so what? Same name as your Vanguard until the end of turn. So if you own a card named Vajra, okay, so he copied him, and then we're gonna put this here. So he'll be 3 crit, and then we're gonna do nothing else. We're just gonna do this. Alright, wait, how does it work? When he attacks? Okay. Here we go! 3 crit, let's go! Okay, well there goes this BG. I lost mine, he lost his. This looks like a little fortress. Indra over here, the Indra in the corner with the 3 cards around it. I was not expecting an Indra mirror match. The one time we play against Indra, it's a mirror match. This is 19, okay. Ethics is set 9. What's set 9? I mean, we're in set 6 right now. 7, yes, it's 9. Yes. It's gonna put me at 5. Huh. Man, all these desert gunners. I'm gonna need some heals. I checked one earlier and it whiffed. This guy is whiffed 1. Okay, here we go. Wait, skip. Alright, check this out. Put this here. Activate this skill. He'll gain 1, 2, 3. He'll have 4 crit. That can put my opponent at 6 damage if he doesn't have anything. Let me see. That doesn't actually do anything for me, now I think about it. So, just kill it off anyway. Alright, dude! Show me the PG or it's game. Because you can't heal until you go to 6 damage! And if he PGs, he's gonna go to 3 because we're gonna use it on this guy. Oh! Oh, what? Oh, man, draw your heal, dude. Yes, yes! There you go, boys. That's Indra. That's Indra. What? Oh, man, that's amazing. That was hilarious. That actually worked out. Wow. I'm going to do the deck profile now. I just murdered that Vermilion. Wow. Take that, Vermilion. That's what you get. Although that guy, honestly, that guy was playing Indra also, because he checked it as a crit earlier. I saw it. So I was not expecting an Indra mirror match, though. Wow. Oh man, that was hilarious. Okay, what are we gonna play next? We're gonna play Death Army now? Oh, hold on. I'll play Death Army next, but I want to show you guys this. We're gonna play my weird, old school physical game MLB deck. Check this out. This is my MLB, my new and improved MLB. No Wingle Brave, no Libergal, because that's a scrub card. We're playing Bargle because it's the way it's meant to be played from the physical card game. This is the real deal MLB right here with Bargle unbanned. This is it. I'm gonna use this build. We're gonna show it off right now. It's gonna be awesome. Let me just make sure that I have the right lineup. So we run for the grade 3s, or the grade 3s. We run 2 Alfred as a stand because you gotta banish one of them. We got 1 Soul Saver because if you actually do the Bargle thing, you have the soul setup for the big Soul Saver thing. You got Ganslot of 4 because he's broken. He's a heal. It's a broken heal. It shouldn't be allowed, but it is. And then we have Alfred early as the crit, so that we can banish 1 Alfred and 1 this guy. So the way you think about it is, it turns out you end up with like 1 crit and 1 stand plus 5 draw. So an MLB with a permanent crit, it is what it is. So we're going to try this out. This is my spicy first here. You guys have seen it here first. We're going to test it live on stream right now. MLB 2.0, the way it's meant to be played. And then next up will be Death Army. I'm just going to be playing all the fun decks now at this point. Oh, it's the guy. Oh no, this other guy was filming in Japan because he had like all this Japanese. There was a whole bunch of latency at the beginning of the match. So that Japanese player just basically got steamrolled by a 4 crit Indra. Alright, so obviously you send these back because you need to banish one of them. And I like the rest of the stuff in the hand. Alright, this is already pretty good. He's gonna see Bargle, he's gonna be like, what? Alright, so we're gonna go Marin, and then put Bargle over here, because you don't really need a proper booster in the rearguard column. And now, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna banish. We're gonna banish our stand, get Flogel, and I'm gonna put Flogel behind the Vanguard. So we have a 5k booster. We're gonna end turn. And I could ride Blaster Dark. Oh, what? He's gonna damage deny me? Why is he gonna damage deny me? Dude, bro, I'm not even running Wingle Brave. This ain't about that. I don't know what this is. Okay, anyway. Now we just... I'm trying to think. Do we even need to filter out Blaster Blade? Honestly, guys, I don't think I need to. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the soul. I've got Ganslot ready. Alright, we're gonna do it for the soul. Banish the crit. Get Liu. Oh, he didn't attack me, so I couldn't do it. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I got it. Whoops. Okay, we messed up. That was pretty bad. Okay, let's do this. Let's ensure that we have him. So it's not completely over. Yeah, I messed up. I see why he denied the damage, but that's okay. Oh man, okay. Now, okay, here's the thing though. He's gonna have to use Saishin to retire Bartle. So I really messed up. I forgot that Liu has the Counterblast 1 to do that skill. It's okay, it's okay. I haven't played the deck in a long time, so it makes sense why he didn't attack me now though. Yeah, I can still do the thing, though. But the problem is I'm a whole turn behind him because I didn't ride up to grade 2. But watch. This bro needs to give me 2 damage so I can use Blaster Dark and blow up something. So we got it. He kills Bartle, so I can't do it. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. We don't need it. It's okay. Oh, he's gonna deny me the Blaster Dark move now, too. Oh, man. Well, okay. Alright, so we're gonna go Blaster Dark. Because we're a bit behind, so we're just gonna go ahead and move that. Get this other one out. Alright, now I kinda wanna kill that guy off. You know what, Liu? Stay there so I can use you later to if I check a trigger, I'm gonna kill that guy. And we got it. It's Ganside. It whiffs, but it's okay. I'm gonna kill off his dude. Liu's gonna get revenge for Bargle. We gotta fix it. We kinda messed up, but it's okay. We can still come back. MLB's that good. I'm at 1 damage. The opponent's at 3 damage. I don't really know how that happened, but okay. Okay, he's gonna go in. He's probably gonna lose a PG here. Blaster Dark is gonna kill off his genie that's in front of the booster. That's his 3rd heal. That's good to see. But we're gonna go to 4 potentially, which is, it's not bad. Oh, okay, we're gonna go to 3. That's the thing about Ganslot. I said he was broken. Told you he's broken. Ganslot is that broken. We screwed up, and we still are gonna probably win. Okay, MLB, bring him out. The most hated card in all of Vanguard Zero. Let me think. I'll probably do this, kill that. Put this here. And I'll put one of these here. Kill that. I don't know. I don't think Maelstrom's gonna be that hated, to be honest. Alright, has this guy checked 1 PG on damage? So he's out 1. Doesn't have a whole lot of cards. He's out 3 heals. He's probably gonna... I don't see the point of limit breaking here. It'd be pointless. I mean, unless he does it because he doesn't have a booster for... Well, I mean, 14's still the Vanguard, though. We'll see. I don't know what he's gonna do. Ooh, there's a PG. That's PG number 2. Well, okay, I guess that's all I could do. I I don't have enough damage to do Blaster Blade's skill, but that's okay. We have, I'm at 3, so all I'm gonna do, it's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna put this here, kill that, and attack Vermilion. So now you either have the PG or you don't. It's still busted MLB. Okay, so I know he doesn't have a PG anymore because he drive checked 1. He's out. Okay, he might have 1. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. The reason why I'm not gonna overcommit to the field is because I don't want Vermilion to just blow up my stuff. He doesn't have a proper booster behind Thunderbreak, so there's no guarantee that can hit. Yeah. Okay. Over and over makes me not play ranked as much. Now, I will say this guy has gotten pretty unlucky. He's gonna put me. What's he gonna do? Put me at 5 so he can't heal until 6 damage? Okay. I mean, it works out for him because I don't have any PGs. I haven't drawn into any of them either. Alright, here we go. I kind of misplayed, but MLB's that good that it can just seal the deal. How am I gonna do this? Put this here. And there you go. He rage quit on me. That was my new spicy deck, although that wasn't a good showcasing of it because I messed up with that play. But the nice thing about it, when you think about it, here's the thing that I realized with Bargle. Unlike Libregal, Bargle, essentially, even though he's taking out 2 triggers, think about it. He sets up the soul for an alternative win condition for a final turn in the form of Soul Saver Dragon. And on top of that, if you don't have MLB in the opening hand, but you instead have Alfred early, that's why we run 2 of him, you could ride Alfred early on turn 3, get Blaster Blade from Soul out, and put him in the back row so he can stay alive. So you can go into MLB the following turn if you draw into him. If you filter with Leanne, for example, or, you just draw into him naturally or whatever, or drive check him, that kind of stuff. So the deck is still pretty interesting, and you're still deck thinning, so you're still making it more likely that you'll draw into Blaster Dark, Blaster Blade, MLB, those following 3 cards that ultimately make you win the game. So that's the reason why I still kind of like Bargle, and I think that this card is definitely overlooked, mainly because people just hate MLB, so they either refuse to play it now that he got nerfed, or what happens is they just jump on the bandwagon of people saying, oh, run the grade 3 searcher, just run the grade 3 searcher, because the worst thing that happens is you search Ganslot. Well, what happens if your grade 3 searcher searches you a Palamedes? I mean, you're not gonna do a whole lot with that. So, yeah, I don't want to showcase this deck that much because I don't want to play against this deck, to be honest. This is one of my secret little spicy decks that if I want to play as MLB and troll people around, even though I honestly don't really play the deck. I don't recommend you play the deck. Just know that it's out there. And it's a more interesting take. It's a more unique deck in terms of building MLB in the current meta, the way I think it should be played, to be honest, because I don't think that the Libregal is the be-all, end-all way to build MLB nowadays. Honestly, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, if Aquaforce is so overwhelmingly popular, I'll start using this deck. How about that? Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. Honestly, I'm gonna be playing as Aquaforce. Aquaforce is one of my main clans. Royal Paladins have never been one of my main clans. But we'll see. It's good, but I don't think it's as broken as MLB. Think about it. The good thing about Aquaforce is that it can retire and draw on Limit Break skill. But if you don't have Limit Break skill, he doesn't do that. On top of that, You have to commit a full board. Pretty much all game if you want to do the Aqua Force thing. With MLB, you don't really have to commit a full board except on the turn where you do the fusion dance. Well, no, okay. In JP, they didn't nerf MLB until Aqua Force came out. If I remember correctly, MLB was still the way it was throughout the Lukie Dreamy Fortress set in JP. JP got the nerf when Aqua Force came out. That's when they nerfed MLB. But for us, they nerfed MLB a whole month early. So we already have the nerf. And it has kind of fallen off. You haven't really seen... I haven't really played against it that much. Compared to last month, I have not really played against MLB. I think I've played against MLB a total of like five or six times, maybe, in the course of the whole season. Compare that to last month, where it was probably, like, in a season, I probably played against him like 15, 20 plus times. So, but if you really, really want to play MLB, I encourage you guys, if you have the Alfred Earlies, the Soul Saver, the Alfred Knights, try this build with Bargle. It's pretty fun. It's definitely more interesting than just using Libergal. Alright, so next up is Death Army. It's funny that I actually won that too. That guy, the Indra guy. So basically, we beat Indra with Indra, and we beat Narukami again with MLB 2.0. Now we're gonna play against Azul with the Death Army. So let's see what this Death Army can do. He says testing Dark Irregulars. He needs to update that, dude. You don't play as Azul with the Dark Irregulars signature. All right, so this is actually a pretty good hand. Not gonna lie, we're not gonna change anything about it. It's super good. Okay. Death Army guy. We're gonna put the pawn in the back because he doesn't have anywhere else to go. And just do the thing. Okay, here we go, Death Army. I think this is the first time playing this on stream. Yeah, I don't even know what to do, actually. I don't even know what the cards do. I'm just kind of reading the cards as we go along. So, we're going to be able to push a lot of damage to him, though. We're going to push 2 damage to him guaranteed next turn because I have Brutal Jack as the Vanguard. So what I'll do is we'll ride up to Brutal Jack because he is a 16 plus 5. That's 21k down the center line. So he gets over a defensive trigger. This is our one of. You're only running 1 Jack in here. Let me see. So you can go to 11. I guess for now, I mean, this, when placed during your main phase, stand 2 of your Death Army rearguards. Oh, I gotta place him down? Okay, we're gonna put this here. What does this do? Count must want to stand 2 of your Death Army. So, rest a Death Army rearguard. What is this? When this is placed during your main phase, stand 2 of your Death Army. Okay, so check this out. Rest a Death Army rearguard to have that unit. Alright, check this out. 1, 2... So that's 21. Call this guy. Stand them up. Alright, so that's 21 and then 21. So we got 21, 21, 9. Here we go. So I can heal. We do this. See, he's 21 also as a Vanguard because when he's boosted. So we're going to push 3 damage this turn. See, this is the power of Death Army. We hit over that. Even if I didn't check that trigger, I'd still be able to hit over it. And he runs stands, which I wholeheartedly do not agree with at all. You should not run stands in Ezel. You should run 9 crit. Or if you want to play more conservatively, maybe use Spring Breeze Messenger, then you would run like 5 crit, 4 draw or something. But certainly not 9 draw. 9 draw in Gold Paladin is just super bad. Real bad. Okay. Okay. See, yeah, wait, what? Okay. Yeah, this is the reason why stands are bad. You guys just saw why stands are bad. If he ran crit, I would be at 3 damage right now. That should be a crit, not a stand. Alright. So now we're gonna ride up. Unfortunately, we don't get the cross right. That's okay, because we're up against Ezel. Rest 2 of your Death Army to get 5k until end of turn. Okay. So... Let's test this out. Alright, again, okay, that's gonna be 20. So it hits over 19. Rest 2 of your Death Army regards again. Counterblast 1 to stand 2 of your Death Army. I only have 1 counterblast. The rest 2? Okay. Check this out, guys. Do this ability. Oh, I'm running out of time. I gotta be quick. Alright, and here's the thing. We run... All our triggers are essentially stand triggers, so we hit over 19. On top of that, if I check a trigger, I'm standing up my grade 3. And we got it. Stand him up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just rolling with it. But it's working out. It's definitely working out. This is the power of Death Army right now. The dude is not even at grade 3, and look how much damage we have done and how many cards he's got left in his hand. I'll just leave it at that. That's Death Army right there. Now, he has Limit Break, but it's like, okay, he's gonna Counterblast twice, I guess, to call 2 Interceptors so he can survive, potentially. But I think we're in good shape. He gets 2 attacks to my Vanguard, but this is a very problematic card for him, so he might actually kill off my commander. Wait, what? He's gonna go in with this? Why would he not use Limit Break to call another grade 2? Is he forfeiting? Okay, and this is exactly what I wanted to see. Another Death Army Knight to do the combo again. Oh, I see. Okay, he's gonna kill my commander. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay, he's gonna put the power on Bumanes. So that's not gonna be enough to hit. So he's still... This is the reason why Stans is still not really all that great. He only gets 1 more attack to me. It's like, okay. And he's only got 1 intercept. This is basically final turn. Alright, dude, final turn. We have Limit Break now as well, so we're gonna get the crit. I gotta figure out how it works though. Counterblast 2 to stand all your rear guards. Okay, so we're just gonna go ham. We're just gonna pretty much just go all out. Put this here. Put this here. Put, just all of them, it doesn't really matter. This is hilarious. Wait, are we running out of time? Hold on. Alright, dude. It's game. Game that crit. That hits, what is this, 2018? Yeah, that hits over. The other column is stronger, so that's the one that we go like that, yeah. Alright, and that's Death Army, so that showcased how to play Death Army, even though I've never actually used it before. And I never had that deck in the physical card game either, but that's Death Army. It's really strong. Honestly, it's really strong. In fact, it makes me think of Pale Moon, actually. And it's like a weird... No, it's more like Spike Brothers. I said this in a previous stream. Death Army is kind of like the inverse of Spike Brothers. Spike Brothers does their multi-attacking and can hit over defensive triggers. Death Army kind of has to set up their power to power over defensive triggers in the main phase, where Spike Brothers kind of do that during the battle phase. So that's the difference. But definitely that deck seems really strong. I'm surprised that you don't see a lot of people playing it. Wow. Alright, so what else do we got here? I've showcased Indra, I've showcased Death Army, I showcased the weird Solus OTT that's incomplete. Because it doesn't have... Well, I mean, I want to build Battle Stations, but don't have it. It eats up your time, but the only reason why, honestly, it was eating up time because I was reading the card, and I didn't really understand... Like, I don't have experience playing the deck, so I'm going to run low on time because I'm trying to figure out things on the fly. Now, if you learn to play the deck, though, it shouldn't take that much time, because after a while, from repetition and just experience playing the deck, you would learn the plays, so it won't take up that much time. But it seems like a really fun deck, to be honest. Like, I'm surprised we don't really see it. This, to me, seems way more fun than Perfect Riser. It also seems more consistent than Perfect Riser, because Perfect Riser really, to me, honestly, Perfect Riser is just a one-trick pony. All it can do is just, like, absorb the risers, kind of like MLB, and just try to punch every turn. But other than that, it doesn't really feel like a Nova Grappler deck, if that makes sense. When I think of Nova Grapplers, I think of rear guards that can restand. I think of multiple attacks per turn during the battle phase. I think of like 4 attacks, 5 attacks, you know, stuff like that. And I feel Death Army Lady, Death Army Guy, and Death Army Commander, those self-restanding rear guards make it feel like a true Nova Grappler deck, and I like that a lot. If I was missing one Death Army Lady, I would probably run either... I'll show you what I would run. I would recommend running this. You could run Hungry Dumpty, because the deck is pretty counterblast heavy. So you could run one of those. Or I would run another Brutal Jack. That's what I'd recommend. So either 2 Jacks, or 1 Jack and 1 Hungry Dumpty. But to me, this deck seems like it's really fun, too. I liked playing it, even though that was the first time I've ever used the deck, and it seems really strong. It definitely seems better than the current Beast deities, that's for sure. It has more consistency than Perfect Riser, because Perfect Riser, the only thing it has going for it is just, you know, like, punch with a critical to the Vanguard if you can. Good luck against Dreamy Fortress. If you're playing Perfect Riser against Dreamy Fortress, you're gonna have a really hard time. They're coming at you with like 4 or 5 attacks with Alice, the Bunny, the Fire Juggler, all this stuff, and then they sit on Dreamy Fortress, and then they've got Luke powering up as well on Limit Break. So I don't think Perfect Riser is really that good. Honestly, I think Death Army's probably better than Perfect Riser for sure, because think about it, like, you've got Death Army Guy, Lady, and Commander that can restand when you check a trigger, so you can get an additional attack. So that's better against Dreamy Fortress. That's automatically better than against Dreamy Fortress. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that there's not enough people in Global that are playing these different decks. Like, I honestly think that the meta right now has the potential to be the most fun we've ever had with this game, yet it's so disappointing just to go against the same, like, Ezel, Narukami, Vermilion, maybe MLB, Dote, and Set 1 Shadows, you know, that kind of stuff over and over again. Occasionally, there's going to be Perfect Riser. But, yeah, Death Army is definitely not for people who, I don't want to say not good at the game, but it's definitely one of those decks that requires strategy and thinking on a one level beyond the typical, like, you know, there's decks that are difficulty level easy, normal, and hard mode. That's the way I look at it. Like, Death Army is probably, I don't want to say hard mode, it's probably like a normal difficulty level. I don't think this deck requires that much skill to play. You just read the cards like, the first thing you do, read the cards, and then kind of sit back and think, like, what cards sound like they go together, in what order should I activate these effects, that kind of thing. Then you just play test it, and then in the beginning, you'll probably lose some games. Whatever. You're still learning how to do the plays. I don't think this deck is hard to play at all. I mean, I never played it until just now, and to me, it seems pretty straightforward. You just have to know what the cards do. That's basically it. Like, I think Pale Moon is harder to play than Death Army, because Pale Moon, unlike Death Army, you're, like, you do everything on the main phase, so you can kind of already think what you're going to do. With Pale Moon, like, things are way, way more dynamic, because, like, where Death Army can power up the rear guards, so they don't care if the opponent damage checks a defensive trigger, they're going to power over it anyway. They can pretty much guarantee as much damage that they prepare to do that turn. Pale Moon can't do that. Pale Moon is dependent on, like, what is happening. Did the Pale Moon player check a trigger? Did the opponent check a defense trigger? Is it better to go with Alice's effect first, or should I resolve the Bunny's effect first? You know, you gotta think dynamically. There's way more fast thinking, and it's during battle phase, so you don't have as much time. So, Pale Moon is definitely difficulty level hard. I would say this is hard mode. Death Army's normal mode. Indra is normal mode. Battle Scissors is easy mode. Reggie is hard mode. Duke is normal mode, because you kind of need to know when to not use Nevin, or when to put down Carr and when not to put down Carr. You know, there's stuff like that. Narukami is also easy mode. The Dote Kagero is actually not easy mode. It's not easy. It's actually, I would say, normal mode, normal difficulty level. It's like difficulty level 2, not hardest, but not easiest. I think Narukami is easier to use than Overlord. Overlord's definitely harder. That's why really the only people still playing Kagero are the diehards that are really, really good with it. Compared to Risers, it's hard. Risers is like easy. Yeah, Risers is definitely easy mode. Like the easiest mode. Like difficulty level 1. Technically, Risers is easier than MLB. Although MLB isn't really that MLB isn't really hard at all either. Alright, so let's see. Indra, Battle Scissors. Oh, I haven't done Reggie today. Alright, so here we go. This will be the last. Wait, how close am I leveling up? Okay, we're 1 away, so we'll end it with Reggie. Hopefully I win. If I don't win, then whatever. I'll lose. But Reggie, to me, is the hardest deck to win with. Wait, not normal. Alright, wait. I'll do one more ranked fight for this stream. It's gonna be Reggie, because this is the only one I haven't showcased yet. I showcased everything else that I can think of out of the new stuff. We showed Solus OTT, we showed Indra, we showed Death Army, we showed that spicy MLB deck as a bonus. We showed Spectral Duke at the beginning. Alright, so we're gonna go Reggie. So my Reggie deck is incomplete though. Just so you guys know, I'm missing one Chariot and I'm missing one Reggie. I crafted one. I was hoping I would pull one today, but I didn't. So now I'm just gonna have to craft the remaining the remaining pieces. But let's go. It doesn't matter. This is the last one. We have a 3-win streak. Come on, Tetsu. It's up to you. Don't let us down. Oh, it's Ezel again. Alright, this is actually a pretty good matchup. Alright, so we're gonna send that Chariot back, send him on back, and then keep the rest. See, like I said, there's a lot of Ezel. A lot of olds. Oh, this guy's playing Spring Breeze too, so this is not Turbo Ezel. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, so don't need to ride this, because this is what I'm going to put in the Soul. We're going to ride Yellow Bolt. I'm going to put Vermilion, I guess, here. And then we're going to rest, Soul Charge, and that's it. Alright. The thing is, the Raid Up Gacha is out for Dark Regulars right now. So if you're okay with opening packs to try to pull Amon, because Amon is in the Raid Up. Alright, so we lost one of those, so that's not my clone target. This will be my clone target. That's okay, because I didn't even have another one. Oh, there we go. They were stacked. So we're going to Assault Charge 1. It's a bike. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this down. This is what Reggie's going to clone. That creates another bike. So there's still 3 in the deck. There's still 3 in the deck. This will be 17. Or should I just put it over here? I kind of want to just keep it. Okay. So because of that, I don't really want to try to push that much damage to him right now. We want to wait until we have the right setup. We're gonna keep that succubus alive for 1 turn. We're gonna clone the bike though. Hopefully I don't damage check one. Now I'm trying to think, maybe I should have actually tried to push 2 damage, because you have to kill an interceptor and then he gets 1 attack to my Vanguard. So now he gets 2 attacks to the Vanguard. And on top of that, okay, there's a PG. On top of that, I could damage check a bike. Okay, but Chariot coming through. That's really good. So now he's probably not going to use Spring Breeze Messenger, although he could. Okay, he's gonna do it anyway, because he's gonna unflip, so it's okay. It's like a free call something. It's basically swap a booster for something else. Doing... I can't. Yeah, I guess I can. Alright, here we go. Time to clone the bike. Alright, now we have the crit. Problem is, you bring it out too early and they're just going to focus fire it down. So now what I'm going to do is now we're going to push damage to him. I'm going to put Dimension Creeper in there. And I don't have another target. Let me see, how many Amons are in the deck? It's got 2 Amons. And I have one flirtatious, so we're just gonna leave it like this. Possibly if we top deck. If we top deck another Reggie, I do need to clone the Amon. So I want to always, you always want to work on that soul. This is gonna give me 11 soul, but that's not really gonna do anything. So now Reggie attacks first. And that's the reason why, so I could heal. Alright, then this will easily hit over a defensive trigger. So he's gonna go to 3. What I have found with Dark Irregulars, you want to save your bike until they're at like 4 damage, 3 damage or something. Or once Reggie gets to 15 soul. You don't really want to throw it up there in the front row just because they'll kill it off. Especially when you can't kill them with that crit pressure. So he's probably looking at my field, he's probably like, oh, he's gonna clone Amon. He's got a Reggie in his hand. He doesn't know that I don't have one. Okay, he runs stand triggers, which again I just think is just so suboptimal in golds. I don't think it's necessary at all. Crits are so much easier and less complicated to use. Okay, he was coming up on one because he's at 20. He's at the 25 card mark. So yeah, it's time for him to heal. If we top deck Reggie, we're gonna put those 2 Amons in, so he would be at 12 soul, then 14 soul. So he didn't get one. That's a little unfortunate. So now we're just gonna have to do this. Let's see, kill that. Now I kind of think we do have to use this. Amon will kill the Interceptor. The bike will attack Ezel. And then Reggie can attack. Yeah, because there's no way I can heal. Maybe. Well, there's no guarantee that it can hit because it's not a proper booster, so it's gonna put him at 4. Good. Okay, so now this is one to pass. And I've got a lot of triggers left, so we're gonna roll it. And we got it. Going to 5. Alright, so the thing is, he's definitely gonna focus fire my bike. He's not gonna let that live. He's already at 5 damage. He could heal back down to 4 or potentially even 3 this turn. He's definitely gonna build his entire field up though. He's gonna put 2 interceptors. But he's gonna waste 1 attack on the bike. That's the thing though. But we saw PG earlier, if I remember. He drove check 1. He's gonna call 2. He needs to call 2. He needs to use Limit Break again. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, why would you retire Pelennor, but you didn't put that empty circle with a rear guard? Okay, he's got Pelennor. So he's gonna get the crit. So far only 3 stands have been checked and 1 heal. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's gonna go in with he called down a heal? Is he really gonna go in like this? See, I would not have gotten rid of that Pelennor the way he did. I would have called Master Pain in front of the Gareth. I think that was a misplay. He had to commit another card from his hand because he went into Pelennor. So I don't know if that was really worth it. I'm at 1 damage. I think he should have stayed on Ezel, to be honest. He's just gonna kill my bike now and then put me at 3? Okay, he put a heal on the bottom of the deck. He's gonna power up that 1 column over there. So I guess he's gonna try to go all into the Vanguard. Okay. See why stands don't really work? I mean, yeah, he got the power, but if that was a crit, that would have been 3 damage. Alright, that's 28. He can still hit. Come on, man. Don't kill my bike. Oh, he didn't kill my bike! Okay. Okay. We get 2 attacks to him. I need to get Reggie to get to 15th soul, though. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. I can get myself to 11. Oh, yes, another one. Okay. Now... that'll put me at 12. This puts me at 11. Oh, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. Okay, okay, 12, 13, 14. Ah, we're short 1. Wait, how many more do I have? I got 6 cards in deck. I'm at 14 soul. No, we're gonna be short 1 soul. I can't believe this. That's crazy. Alright, so basically that kills that. This swings and then that swings? Ah. Alright, we're short 1. Okay, well, he's got to have the, he's got to have it, so let's see. Let's see the two PGs, see if he got them. This is 21 on this side. Alright. Okay. We were so close. I was 1 soul away from having Reggie's crit. Now, I don't think... yeah, I don't have any Reg... this is why I need more Reggies. The only trigger left in the deck is 1 heal. So, he's gonna put me at 5. Then I PG'd his 2 remaining attacks. He's out 5 stands. I mean, this is the only scenario where the stands would actually do some work for him. Okay. So, why would he call that down like that? What was the point of overcalling this? That just proved to me that you don't have more than 1 PG, dude. Okay. He's not going to kill my bike, which means we still have a way to win this. And that's not enough to hit, so he's going to kill the bike with it. So the stand did help him because it killed the bike. Okay, whatever. I have 1 heal left. We're not going to use NLK because we'll deck out. So unfortunately we can't do it. Okay, that was a heal. So skip ride. This is... whatever, put this here. Okay. Let's see it. I don't have any triggers left, so I don't have to worry about deck out. Of course, 6 damage heal. That would be the only way I end up losing when I play as this deck. Okay, alright guys, so that's basically it. We lost because the opponent 6 damage healed. That would have been rank. That would have been Legend 21 if he didn't 6 damage heal there. That's the reason why I needed that crit. I need that 15 soul. I was short just 1 soul. We didn't get it. Yeah, that's annoying, but that's Vanguard. Alright, we'll do a Spectral Duke fight here. And then this will be the last one. Oh, this might be Death Army. Hopefully this is Death Army. Come on, dude, be Death Army. Don't be, you're wearing the Asia Circuit clothes. Go Death Army. Don't be Perfect Riser. Because that's just boring and lame. Alright, send these back because they're trash. That we keep everything else. And it's boring Perfect Riser. Okay. And we drew we're out two heals from the start. Come on, get that Spectral Duke. Yes, we got Duke. Alright. Now we're gonna have to call this down for the retire target. I should get a donate button. Okay. I'll see if I can set that up. I think with YouTube streaming, it's called Super Chat. I need to look into that. Why would he call this down? Okay. I don't know why he called this down. I guess he's afraid of overdrawing? Whatever. Alright, here we go. Spectral Duke's Ride Chain coming in. Alright, we want. Okay, that grade 1, the PG is trash being on the field, but that's my retire target. So we can do 18. That's gonna go there. This is gonna go here. I'm gonna push 2 damage to him. Maybe more. We'll see. Well, yeah, whatever. Just do it. Might as well. I have a bunch of 3s in my hand though, so the probability of checking a trigger is low. But the thing about Spectral Duke is a rush deck. It rushes early, so you want to try to push damage as much as you can. And the fact that we're running so many critical triggers is another reason why you want to run a lot of attack. You want to get as many attacks in early as you can. Oh, that's why he did that. Okay, I see. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Good, he's not gonna deal me any damage. That's good. So now I want to try to push him to 4 damage. I want to deal 2 attacks to his Vanguard this turn. And we're going to need that PG because it's up against Perfect Risers. That came in just in time. Alright, now we're going to sacrifice this. And we're going to put Garuru out. And this guy. Now we're going to put this here. Yeah. I don't want Garurubao to be killed off early, so we're just going to do it this way. That's 19. Both of them are 19. We're going to go Vanguard last. Like I said, try to push damage. Hopefully check a crit here. That'll be nice. But I top decked. Okay, we got it. PG early is good. He's gone. Now we're even because I had to top deck 1. He got rid of 1 there. Oh, he wrote a Sura Kaiser, and he's calling this thing. I don't think a Arbors Dragon should be in the Riser deck at all. I don't know what this is. I don't know what is going on. This is just really weird. Okay. He went into a Sura Kaiser. So he had a bunch of grade 3s in his hand too. That explains a lot. Where neither one of us are checking triggers on defense, which means that we had a bunch of 3s in hand. That's all that tells me. Okay, so that interceptor is good. Yeah, we're gonna put this here. And then just go all in. Here we go. Alright, kill Mr. No, don't kill Mr. Invincible. Kill this thing. Because Mr. Invincible can't hit the 11k. He can't run this over. He can't even hit the Vanguard by himself. Oh man, this is hilarious. He caught another one. Why did he not ride this then? Why would he not ride this? This Persona Blast was more reliable. Unless he just drew it. Wasn't paying attention which direction that card came from. Well, okay, it is what it is. Come on, maybe he checks a trigger. Oh wow, okay, this is it. Final turn. Oh no, I needed to check that, dude. Well, we still got 4 crits and 2, and he gave up. And that's all right. That was it, guys. That was Spectral Duke. It's good. You can see it's good. Neither one of us were. Both of us had a bunch of grade 3s in hand. But here's the thing: Perfect Riser and Asura Kaiser can't do anything in late game except either Unga Bunga swing or try to check a trigger. At least Spectral Duke has a limit break and he can restand and guarantee a 4th attack. So that's the reason why my opponent conceded. He understood that I was going to do limit break and that was basically going to be it for him. So, alright guys. Alright, but that's going to be it for this stream. Let's see. I think rank 20, I'm definitely not in top 1,000, so yeah, we're not at the cutoff, but that's okay, whatever. I'm more concerned at this point in getting as much VP as possible. I'm so close to 1 mil. I'll get it later once the stamina refills for the character fights. But that's going to be it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And we will be back next time with the Neo Nectar event. That's going to be the next stream, and it should be Saturday evening. So a little bit later than the time that I started the stream for today. But you can expect to see the Neo Nectar event on this channel in the near future. That's going to be the next stream. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Yeah, checkers, thanks for tuning in. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.